Welcome back to Bonanza Disc Golf. We are at the oldest course in Colorado playing the back nine right now. It was initially gonna be an 18, but the front nine video, there's just so much good stuff that I wanted to include that I needed to split it up into front nine, back nine. We talked a lot about my recent tournaments and some things that I'm needing to like work through. Cause I cashed at this last one, but really not happy with my performance at all. Everyone in Denver says it's the best course in Colorado, or the best course in like a 2-hour radius of Denver. So we're here playing it, front nine, been really good. Score isn't really super important. I scored 1 down here when I came last year and played it 1 time. I'm 3 down right now through the front. We'll continue talking about some tournament stuff and just playing this back nine. We're doing forehand, backhand. So every tee shot, we're throwing a forehand and a backhand, which is I think one of the best ways to learn your discs and what they do. Cause some lines are just not conducive to either of those. And so having to force like a flippy disc on a hyzer flip turnover forehand can help you really learn it. So that's what we're doing today, just trying to continue dialing in my bag and learning it. It's close to the road, which is gonna make this pretty interesting. Playing everything from the pro tee pads, 260 feet into a headwind. I think my forehand play is probably the ultra turned over. I gotta make sure I turn it over, because if it skips up into like just to the right of that basket, it could be a zone too. I just have been struggling with my zones. If you guys watched the front nine of the video yesterday, I had 3 really bad shots in my last tournament with this zone. That cost me essentially 3 strokes. I had some good shots with it in the first round, but second round, I could have shot 3 strokes better just by dialing in this disc. So we've been really practicing it on the front nine. I think it will be good to practice here on the back as well, just seeing how much it fights out. I'm gonna try to throw it just to the left of the basket on a touch of anhyzer, since it is into a headwind. I don't think it's as stable as I really want it to be. Sit. Okay. That's where I thought it would turn. That's why I'm still trying to learn this. I'm just like, it seems to be different on like a slight ante versus flat. So all these release angles are pretty specific, I found. Okay, I think I probably maybe just threw it a little nose up there for the backhand. I think we're gonna go up here, straight at it, on a baby hyzer. Juiced it. Sit down. Yeah, that's great. Shoot, well, we'll have a putt for the par. Yikes. And realizing that I lose a lot of power when I get nervous in my straddle, and I don't feel like I do that as much with my inline putt, but chest position is hard, so I need to dial it in, like work on it a lot, and really practice, get a lot of reps in. But I think it can be as consistent, if not more consistent, than my straddle. My straddle is just so consistent because I practiced it tens of thousands of times last year. In case one's feeling bad, I can just switch to the other. Okay, so that's kind of annoying. Basket straight through there, there's a bunch of cars parked by it, so we're just gonna, it's gonna be one where we try to break up by a couple 250 footers. Straight through this gap, finishing left, so we're gonna throw the zone again. Or trees? Dang it. I'm gonna take that thing to my pitch and putt course and just play a couple rounds with it and really learn it. Okay, wish there was like no parking signs over here, because that is the perfect line to throw right exactly where that car is. That's poor. All right, so the anhyzer forehand with the zone. And hopefully take our easy 4. If you park, I will hit you. Pretty good. That's a dumb bogey, but I also shanked 2 shots, so I can be frustrated about the car and definitely got in my head, but that's on me for not being excited enough about having creativity, you know what I mean? I'd love to get to like 5 or 6. That's kind of my number. My last 3 tournament rounds, I've shot 5 down. And unfortunately, the first 5 down was really good because it was at a harder course, and then second 2 5 downs were all right. It averages out to be like just under 970. This looks like a tough shot. This back nine is pretty tight, I like it. All right, so the basket straight through there, it's 191 feet, but that's a tight line. There's a backhand, like a big turnover line, which we are gonna do forehand, backhand on these holes. So we'll get to play both of them. Straight through there is kind of where we gotta go. With the forehand, backhand, looks like it's gotta be a little bit bigger of a turnover. Yes, get around it. Yes, go in. No, tree. All right, I just suck. Got a little step putt just outside the circle, looks like, maybe a little further. Sit. Thank you. I knew I needed to get it up. I was aiming at the middle. I need to aim at the 12. I suck. Gotta aim high. All right, straight through there, 312 feet. Forehand and backhand, we're gonna have to throw. Forehand, I think we gotta work on the Firebird. That's the one I shanked on the last hole of the last round. Backhand is a disc that I have not thrown nearly as much as I thought I would in these first couple tournaments, which is the Pathfinder. I threw mid-ranges a lot this year. Maybe it's just because my mid-range distance has gone up a decent bit since last year. Like last year I was anything like 280, I think, to like 310. I was comfortable, 310. I think I was comfortable throwing a mid-range. Now I feel like if it's not 320, I'm throwing a putter, unless it's like a weird ceiling. So maybe that's why. But I think we're gonna throw the Pathfinder here just on a slight amount of turn through this gap so it'll get back to the basket. This is a disc I think I need to learn a little more as well. I might have a video just learning this disc because I have 3 different plastics. I don't know which one I love yet. Not been throwing great with any of them. Slight left to right, so it's kind of perfect because this is slightly stable. I think my play might actually be the Firebird and then practice the Pathfinder because I need to practice those turnovers a little bit more. Not good, really not good. I don't commit to that shot. I, for some reason, feel like I'm gonna juice it, but it's a Firebird. I'm not gonna juice it. A little nose up, a little short. And this is too, like that 310 foot distance, maybe should have just thrown an Envy instead of the Pathfinder because I feel like I'll commit to it better. Yeah, it's like parked. That's why the Pathfinder's a weird disc for me right now. Yeah, so this is the Pathfinder. And the Envy is parked. What the heck? Do not see where my Firebird went though. Yeah, man. Oh, pin high, perfect actually. Not nearly as bad as I thought. Yeah, that's how I'm working on this putt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it is like 34 feet. I'm 100% C1X today. So far. Of course, there is the difference between tournament and here, but my tournament putting got better as I practiced it more, obviously, so I think I'm gonna go for that. I love disc golf, dude. It's so fun. This is, I think, why I struggle so much with the Pathfinder, because this is 312 feet low ceiling, so it could be a really good shot because I can throw it as hard as I can, just under that low ceiling, or I could throw like a 7 or 9 speed hard at it and hit the ground in front of it. I'm gonna throw the Pathfinder. I think my play is gonna be this strike at it, just straight, because it might turn a little bit since we're slightly lower elevation. Go back at it. These things are laser beams at sea level. Forehand I think will be good too. Have to be a little tight flex, which I'm excited for. A little bit left, but so I like that. And I can kind of rip it. Don't really have a full run up, but we'll still go with the Pathfinder. Slight flex. Go in. Oh, see, like it's a great disc, but it took a little bit more power to get it there. I think a tight flex with the strike on a forehand I really like. Oh no. Now a lot of the reason that this strike play works over the Pathfinder here is like obviously low ceiling. I don't have to throw it as hard, and I know the grass is grippy. If the grass wasn't as grabby, then I probably would reach for the Pathfinder instead of the strike. But I mean, it's super parked, and this is also like 20 feet. Oh, lucky duck. But like, I love throwing mids, but I feel like I like throwing my strikes more. All right, you probably won't be able to see it, but 310 feet down there is the basket. Turnover line, backdoor line, but the grass is too grabby because of how wet it is, or the forehand. I think it's the forehand. Just gotta push it over the fence and trust it to come back. It's 307, so I think the spike hyzer distance, it could be destroyer, but I think it might honestly be honor for me because these things like to push. Okay, so I definitely missed a little bit inside. I kind of thought I had the right great line, but I need to push it a little bit further. Pathfinder, come on. Parked. All right, I definitely thought this was closer. My depth perception is so bad whenever there are trees involved. Pathfinder is not quite parked, but for all intents and purposes, it is a tough, just outside the circle putt. I'm gonna have to get down on a knee. Let's go. Twice sure it's luck, baby. Whew. So for that one, actually one learning point real fast is I have this branch right here. So if I'm throwing it, I need to throw it on anhyzer, because if I throw it on hyzer, it's gonna hit the branch and miss. And so I could straddle like this, but that, look at the swing, it's a more hyzer swing. And so straddling with this knee on the ground makes the swing naturally to get straight, more anhyzer. So that's one thing that you can think about as you're thinking about like how to line up like a weird putt like that, is how it's gonna force your body to naturally swing. And that way I didn't even really bring that branch into account. I just had to make sure I give it over the cage. All right, hole 15 is 495 feet, par 3. So we have to get like through this gap and then like just down the hill. So I think it's gonna be faro. It's tough because I feel like it's a little too flippy, because I want it to start to come back and like glide down the hill. It could be Echo Destroyer as well. Yeah, man, things are flipping more here. Get down. Yeah. Okay, I got down the hill. I keep forgetting, like, things are a little flippier. So I thought that was perfect and it would get through that middle gap, but it didn't quite. So we're gonna throw the faro just for fun. Keep turning. Wow, okay. That's not bad either. We're gonna just see how far I can launch a forehand without hurting my arm. Oh. What happens when you try to be stupid? All right, so this is definitely why a lot of times it's helpful to like walk out and see where the basket is, because I thought the basket was all the way down these stairs, and I actually threw my Destroyer pretty much perfect to where I thought the basket was. I thought the basket was right in this green patch of stuff, but it's actually up there. And so I juiced it. Definitely wasn't expecting that, but I think I still want to try this flex forehand with the zone. Just get it up there on some Manny. Really good. Really good. All right, hole 17, 2 holes left. We're 5 down with the bogue. I'd love to get 6 or 7. Say this course so far is, I'm loving it. Like, it's a little too far to come back and play a lot, but it's good practice. There's just so many lines that you can take, choosing especially forehand backhand, except for that last hole, because I suck. It's 483 feet. I don't have the power, I don't think, but I think I'm gonna try the faro, because the miss would be to the right. So if I miss it, that's fine. If I really smack it and get a really great S-flight out of it, and like get it around this tree, flex it around those trees and have it come back slightly, I might have a look for the 2. Maybe circle 3-ish. No, I slipped it. That was trash. Man, my forehand is not nearly as clean as it was the last couple days. All right, we're kind of barely hanging on, just not OB. Looks like there's a flex forehand route over the creek, which I'm playing creek as creek and beyond is OB. Yeah, we're gonna go for that route, just try to save the birdie. I'm guessing probably Firebird or Honor, but it's a tough line. Chop over. I think we're gonna go Firebird. Get the nose down. Yes, dude. Get through. I think that's safe. I think that's safe. Maybe a little short. Maybe it should have been Honor because it's a little glidier. Yeah, that makes a little more sense. Dude, what a save. That's so crazy good. Let's go. Shorted that one. I lefted that one. All right, hole 18, forehand, backhand again. 6 down so far. Let's try to get to 7. 369, down and just to the left or to the right of that tree. I think because it slopes down, we're gonna throw a strike, which has a lot less finish. This honestly might be a Pathfinder hole. 370 is long. No, we'll go strike, and we'll try a Pathfinder after. But the forehand could have to be an interesting little turnover forehand. I would rather miss about circle's edge right and make a putt than like try to park it and go OB. Oh, shorty. Very similar shot. All right, now for the forehand. Yes. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Oh, it's such a pretty shot though. That was sick. Almost got it perfect. I wanted it to kind of crest the hill and then die, but it got to the hill and then died, unfortunately. But we got a putt for 7 down. These like uphill and downhill ones, I think I'm still straddling. And this is outside the circle, so I might just step it. Too high. Sit. Ooh, good sit. Dang it. I'm always aiming too high on those downhill putts. 100% C1X today, baby, let's go. That's why I like that inline, just feels confident, middle of the chains. All right, I'm gonna have to say, definitely not my favorite in Colorado like a lot of people, but I'd probably put it in my top 5. This course is so fun, a lot of lines to choose from, a lot of different ways to play it. And with the elevation only being about 4,600 feet instead of 5,200 or 7,000, your discs will flip and ride and glide a lot more. And it's just always more fun to watch this do that. Wow, my hair is insane. Go check out the front nine if you haven't seen that yet. A lot of good stuff and a lot of talk about like my mindset for tournaments. Check it out right down there. Otherwise, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun to do. A lot more videos like this where we go and play and chat and just dial in parts of my bag because it's something I need to do if I want to win on the Pro Tour. Never gonna win on the Pro Tour, but I want at least cash, you know what I mean? Thanks for following the journey. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, love you guys, bye.